Hey everyone, it's Cameron Elise, founder and CEO of The Creative Reset, and we are going to go through a comprehensive tutorial on how to use this life-changing system. Starting with our introduction, this is where we pretty much have a blurb. You can write whatever you want, a motivational quote, a song lyric, whatever you need to be able to represent you. Starting with our first section, we have 4 different pages that allow you to go into your weekly overview, daily flow, weekly reflection, and your identity builder. Your daily hit list is where your intention meets execution. So here's where you're going to map out 3 to 5 key actions that align directly with your weekly goals. Here's how you add a new page. Click at the bottom, new page, and then you have a new objective. Say for instance today, I need to reach out to 10 clients. Press enter, and then you can also open it to add more details. So if you want to know the names of the clients, whatever the case may be, you can add even more features to ensure that you have a numbered list, a to-do, a call out, a table, whatever you need. Say for instance, like, hey, I need to know their names, the phone number, etc. You can add more here. It's so many different options to customize it, and then you can also bold it, italic. We love Notion. We just love Notion. And so this is our daily hit list and then our goals. This section is where your clarity begins. You're going to organize your year into quarters, setting no more than 3 high impact goals. Ideally, you can do whatever you want, but 3 is the most ideal or optimal amount. So right now we are in July and September, so we're in quarter 3. The way that you add a new goal, press new page, new goal, expand it, and you'll be able to add all the details of that said goal. And furthermore, within this whole goal page is more than just typing it in. It's intention. Why do I want to reach this goal? How would my life change once I reach this goal? What are my positive affirmations and what are things I need to prepare? What's my motivation for the goal? And furthermore, you can add some inspiration, embedded PDFs, song lyrics, anything that you want to be able to remind you of your why of reaching said goal. And then you also have a review. Was I successful? What did I learn? What am I proud of? Obstacles faced, lessons, and what is my reward for achieving this goal? So let's toggle back to our home screen. To our sides, we have our quick actions. If you want to add a new goal or new task, you just click it, create a one page, open that to the side, and you have a new goal. So let's toggle back to our initial homepage. Here you have this week's focus, where you can focus on your primary, secondary, and your low pressure tasks to move the needle forward. You have a clock for the time in Eastern Standard. And then also you have different images that allow you to just reflect you and the way that you replace it. Hit these 3 dots at the top, click replace, and you can upload a link. You can upload a file. You can use the data that's already there, or you can use a GIF. Very, very customizable. And here is your calendar that is your bird's eye view and a full month snapshot of how you're showing up. We have our daily hit list that allow you to showcase, okay, this is what I need to do today, habit tracker, and then also your energy tracker. It updates every single day, so you don't have to worry about when did I do this? Wait, yesterday I needed to get this task done. What did I need to do? Everything is here for you. So this is an overview of your homepage. Let's dive deeper into our weekly overview. Your weekly overview is where you see a snapshot of your week in real time. You can have your intention for the week, and then starting with your main goals, it's the same thing as our homepage. Primary focus, secondary, and then low pressure task. On the right side, you have your daily habits that mirror the reflection or mirror the version that you're becoming. And then so essentially you can have your different habits that update every single day. The way you edit it, click this edit button, and then you can add more. You can add more habits, or if you want to edit the ones that are already there, you can open it further and you can be able to duplicate it. You just double click it and you can duplicate the property, or if you want to delete the property, double click it and do the same thing. Furthermore, we have our quote that updates every single day, and then you have just some more customizable things that just reflect you. You have your energy tracker. This is my personal favorite, where you have your energy rating. Today, my rating was a 7.8. I'll give it a 7.8. And my energy level, it was medium. And then reflection for the day. Why did I feel this way? Just a little blurb to be able to reflect every single day. And then you have your weekly habits grouped by your different habits, and then also the day. So say for instance, like today I did my running, I did my meditation, I did my 8 hours of sleep, and you see your progress all the way up until it's complete. Until you'll be able to track your habits and then also go back to the home page to see the full calendar view. So very simple, very nice, very reflective, and this is essentially what it's going to look like, and it's going to update every day. Now, if you don't want to see this whole aspect, you can change it by going like this and edit the view, and it's grouped by week, and you don't have to do all these different things. You can really customize it, and you can hide all, but we're not going to do that. We're going to show all. And so essentially you can really customize it to make sure it's what you want and really play around with it to make it yours. So let's go into our daily flow. Our daily flow is where you're going to be owning every single day with clarity and intention. So your focus for today, you have your morning routine, you can edit it, and it's very self-explanatory. And then once you do it one day, you reset it. And then you have your top priorities, add a new page to have a new objective. You have your creative dump space where it's like, hey, I want to write some different things. And then you also have an evening prompted reflection. So if we open this, we have events that happen today. What are my feelings about today? What are 3 things I'm grateful for? And what are things I plan to do tomorrow? So it's a comprehensive system that allows you to be able to be present for today, but then also look to the future. And of course, you can have all these different images be customizable, in which I showed you how to customize everything. You can add videos and really make it your own. So let's go into our weekly reflection and reset. Your weekly reflection is where you're going to take some time to pause and reset. Recognize the mistakes that you made without judging yourself, but knowing that everything is a part of the process. We have wins. What am I proud of this week? What lessons can I improve for next week's? What is one thing I can take into next week? What am I grateful for? What are 3 things that made me smile? And what is reward for getting through this week? And then we also have an overview of our weekly goals. What are things that we want to get done for the week? And this is going to allow you to make sure that you're consistently in alignment with that version of yourself that you say you want to become. So essentially, you open this, you edit it, the same type of thing. What I want to reach is the same type of aspect that allows you to consistently go through these different kind of think pieces. And if you don't want to do all that, that's completely fine. You can really just have it be, this is the goal I want, this is why I want it, and it allows you to keep everything super, super comprehensive. So let's go into our last tab, the identity builder and creative reset. Your identity builder is where you again organize your year into 4 quarters and be able to set high impact goals that align with your direct purpose and vision. And so remember, a mind in 10 different directions goes nowhere fast. So this is where our quarterly goals are housed, where we showed you in the first part of how to add a new page. And then we have our actions every single day. And this is the identity shift template. These are my favorite parts. And so essentially with this identity shift template, we have for manifestation to be able to transition that into reality. What is your overall mission for this year? What are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? And where do you see yourself in 3, 5, 10 years from now? What are things I need to prepare to get that version of myself? And what are our goals? Brainstorm. Furthermore, our values clarity, which is extremely important. Why do you want these different values? Why does it matter? And what are the priorities? And then you have a creative reset space. And then one of my favorites, a personal quote that just allows me to keep going every single day. You can always tell when someone's gonna be successful because they're blatantly different from everything else around them without even trying. And so again, all these different aspects are things that are customizable. You can even customize the banner at the top. So this is your all encompassing system that's going to allow you to transition to that next version of self. Thank you so much for your time, and I am so excited for your journey of where you see yourself becoming. Make sure to write a review and let me know how this worked for you. I'm very excited for your growth. See you soon.